Hi YouTube, it's Carrie, Lady VSG, here with my week 21 update. Today is August 31st, 2015. I had my vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery on April 6th, 2015 down in Tijuana, Mexico at the Obesity Control Center by Dr. Ariel Ortiz. I'm 5'7". When I booked the surgery, I weighed 301.8 pounds. The day of surgery, I weighed 272, and today I weighed 207.7 pounds. So a total loss of 0 for the last week, and overall a total loss of 94.1 pounds, I think. Yes, okay. Sorry, I don't want to do mental math. So, no loss this week. Kind of a bummer. I I don't know, like I haven't really had any stalls, and that's great because I watch videos and people go through stalls and it sucks. Like it sucks to have gone through this surgery and all the preparation and really watching what you're eating and all of this stuff and then to not see any results. And I've only had this happen a couple of times. So from what I've read, sometimes the stalls are just your body kind of like regaining that balance before it starts losing again. um, I decided, like, there was sort of a combination of things that happened. I still felt that for the most part I'm eating on plan. I did a couple of days ago, like the idea of going to the grocery store to buy food just didn't appeal to me, and I still have a pantry full of stuff from before the surgery, and even stuff that I had on hand because I didn't know what I would be wanting to eat after the surgery when I was still on restricted food. So like I've still got there's a specific type of instant mashed potatoes that I bought at Costco because the ingredient list is dehydrated potatoes, salt, and I think water, kind of a thing. Or maybe it's milk because you have to add water anyway. But so I made a box of macaroni and cheese. The leftovers are still in the fridge. I've eaten it 4 times. I've still got probably one serving left. So it's not like I'm gorging myself on food that's off plan, but definitely, that's not necessarily low carb. And when I did make the macaroni and cheese, I scrambled up a couple of eggs and put that in there too. Because they're relatively, the macaroni and cheese is a relatively bland flavor, and that way there was at least a little bit of protein in there. I think I scrambled up like 4 eggs. So theoretically, I figured I might, um, it's supposed to be 4 portions per box, I think. So I was like, theoretically, there'd be 1 egg per portion. So there'd be some kind of protein in there, and it's taken me 5 or 6 times to get through it. But it's not on plan, but it's not horrible. But I just, I'm still doing a protein shake, or like the protein concentrate stuff that I get from Metabolic Research Center, and a protein bar for most of my breakfasts. I'm doing, for lunches lately I've been doing protein shakes just because I just haven't felt like cooking. And part of it's that I don't have any ideas. Part of it is that it's this weird, like it's cooling down, so I could cook, but I still just don't feel like cooking. And so protein shakes are a great way for me to be lazy but still get my protein, my calories in. I'm eating around, like I'm consistently eating 1,000 calories a day. I think my calorie goal on MyFitnessPal is 1,200. And so for the most part, I get pretty close to that. I don't think I regularly hit 1,200, but I'm definitely hitting 1,000 calories a day. So I kind of wonder if my body's just sort of gotten used to that, and maybe I need to bump up my exercise game. So like months ago, I think I mentioned I was thinking about starting Couch to 5K, and then I never did anything with that because I was still regularly just walking around my neighborhood, and I didn't want to run in front of people's houses just for my own mental blocks and stuff. But I've been going to the gym lately because it's Oregon and it started raining again this weekend. And I don't want to get it rained on, even though I've got like raincoats and stuff. But no, it sucks. You get all wet and cold. I don't want to be rained on. So I've been going to the gym and just walking on the treadmill. And so today when I went, I was like, you know what? It's Monday, and the body pump class that I go to is usually Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I typically only go like those 2 days. Um, So if I do Couch to 5K, it's 3 days a week. I think Monday, Wednesday, Friday would be best for me. I was like, I had a stall this week, so I didn't lose any weight. I'm going to the gym. It's a Monday. I could start Couch to 5K. I was there. Everything, like, the planets aligned, and I was like, I just need to do it. So I have a specific Couch to 5K app that I use. I've got a couple of them on here. The one I'm using, it's orange. I'm gonna see if you can see it. This is the one that I use. It says C to 5K. That's not really focused. But anyway, and I can't remember what it makes an annoying noise when you open it up. Oh, it's okay. So it's from Zen Labs Fitness. So that's the one I use. I like it because, it's free, but you can pay $2 to, get skins, but then the ads go away. And for me, that was worthwhile. So I definitely did that. When you open up the app, you can there's a little music note at the bottom. And so you can play your own music, because that was something that I had issues with in some of the other ones. Like, I had to have my music already playing, and then you couldn't really adjust it through the app. Like, I had to exit out of the app to adjust my music, and that was annoying. This one, I can change the songs, skip songs, or whatever in the app itself, so thumbs up. I really like this app. I found it easy to navigate. It syncs with MyFitnessPal. Once I finished the workout, completed everything, and hit done, and then you can use it to, like, post to Facebook and Twitter and all of that stuff to be like, yay, I finished the workout, and then, hopefully get props that way, because I like encouragement. And so that's something that I don't mind posting to my main Facebook account. I don't really post my weight loss stuff to my primary Facebook account. I have a specific Lady VSG weight loss account for Facebook, just because some people I know aren't as supportive as I would like them to be. But so, finishing workouts and stuff, like, that's something that I will post to my regular Facebook, because whatever, like, people should be nice to me about that. But so I did the workout. It went really well. Like, I was impressed that running for a minute was not as terrible as I assumed it would be. It did take me a couple of times, doing the intervals to sort of figure out where I needed to be at on the treadmill for speed. I started at my warm-up at like a 3 mile per hour pace, because that's pretty much what I walk when I walk around my neighborhood. And that worked. And then when I started jogging, I started at 4.5. After a couple of intervals, I discovered it was easier for me to jog at 5 miles per hour, and then during my walk breaks to walk at 3.5 miles per hour. That made the transition easier. Going back down to just the 3 mile per hour pace, it was too drastic of a change. And it was kind of hard to sort of get my stride back every time. But so those are my little tips. It is annoying to be on the treadmill and, every 90 seconds or every minute, depending on which one, like, adjusting the speed, because of course the treadmill beeps with every, like, even if you just push and hold, it like beeps and it starts to cycle kind of fast. And if I miss it, I have to like readjust it, and it beeps every time you push a button. So that's annoying, but everybody around me has headphones in. I was also, like, there was a part of me that just, low self-esteem, insecure, that kind of thing, that I was afraid of what other people were going to think of me, Like, nobody has ever been mean to me at the gym, but I have this thing in my head that people are going to judge me and be like, oh, look at that uncoordinated chubby girl trying to run on the treadmill. Like, who does she think she is? And I don't know why I think that way. I don't know why I care. But while I was at the gym, I realized everybody else there, they're all doing their own workout. They're all, like, everybody is either looking directly in front of them at their phone or their tablet, or some of them had magazines or books or papers that they're reading, or they're watching TV. But it's very, very obvious that everybody is very focused in their bubble. And I was like, it's almost as if everybody here doing cardio is a little bit miserable and doesn't want to be bothered. And so we're all sort of unified in our, like, I feel like misery isn't the right word. But so for me, that was reassuring, It's like, yeah, sure, I'm not coordinated. I don't really know anything about running. I have never jogged or ran before, or at least definitely not in the last 15 years. So it's nice to sort of realize no one cares. Nobody's paying attention to me. Everybody just wants to be left alone to do their own thing. you know. So that was nice. It was a good experience. I was bummed because there was the part of me that was like, oh yeah, like I'm going to be doing all this jogging and I'll get even more steps in, and my step count is still only at 5,500, you know, even though I did this workout. So I was like, oh, because my step goal is 12,000 for the day, and typically I can get in, like doing my 3 mile walk every day, I would get, you know, 6,500 to 7,000 steps. So it was like, I don't understand how I jogged and theoretically got more steps in because I was moving faster, but my step count is still low, so that was a bummer. And I'm not going to beat my step goal today because it's already 8:30, and you know I have 3.5 hours and I have to go to work here pretty soon, so I'm not going to get my 12,000 steps in today. But I finished Couch to 5K day 1, so yay me. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm still looking into. Somebody was messaging me about. Oh my gosh, I forgot the company name, but they do the Shakeology, and they do like P90X and Insanity, Beachbody. That's what it is. About maybe looking into some at-home DVD workouts, and I'm still interested in that. I'm still kind of going through to sort of see which ones I think might work better for me, which ones, you know, I might actually use. So that's something I'm exploring as well. I'm still doing horseback riding once a week. Since I don't have a consistent schedule, that's annoying because it makes it a lot more difficult for the trainer and I to sort of figure out when I can come in and ride. But, you know, and so just in terms of weight loss, I like this week my focus is just going to be more on getting my activity level in, really making sure that my eating is much more on point, because obviously I think that mac and cheese wasn't the best idea, but you know, you got to have those learning moments, I suppose. So, I mean, that's pretty much it for today. I'm excited about Couch to 5K. In the short term, I'm really hoping to be within 10 pounds of my goal weight by Christmas. My goal weight is 160, so I'm hoping to be down to 170 by Christmas. So that's 37 pounds. So theoretically, it's doable in 4 months. We will see, since obviously I didn't lose any weight this week, so maybe not. Long term, I've done 5Ks with my sister and brother-in-law before. I always walk them, so you know I finish them in about an hour. I would really like to get to a point where I can consistently run a 5K, you know, at the gym, so that I could go out and do a legit 5K. And my goal is to someday finish a 5K in under 30 minutes. Because I know doing the Couch to 5K, I think that's eventually you're running a 5K and you're running it in about 30 minutes. And I feel like doing it out on the street, I'm going to be slower just because I have to be self-propelled. I don't have the treadmill there to help me. But also there's hills and stuff, and I don't run with the incline on yet. So, I mean, obviously I ran once today, and you know. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. Hope everybody is doing well, and I will catch up with you guys next week. All right, see ya.